Al Pacino would say. He says, "What is Al Pacino? I missed him. I missed him. I want to see Al Pacino." So hello. Today I'd like to take a look at this, which is another album of my old jaunts down memory lane. Some years back now, as you can see, 2005, 6. That was when I was happily married, innit? Marriage. The consummation of happiness. What was his name? Brilliant comic. I used to really laugh at him. Derek and Clive, you know, Peter Cook. So there I am in the Chess Valley. This is an old friend of mine. I won't mention any names because obviously they might not want to be mentioned. But the Chess Valley was a wonderful place. It's in Buckinghamshire, in England, in the UK, near to where I was brought up. And whenever I went back to the UK, which was a long time ago now, I used to thoroughly enjoy the experience, as they say, that's what she said. But that's actually a famous picture. That actually features in a book that I've got called Metroland. Obviously, the horse riders aren't there in that time, but that cottage has been there since about 1666, isn't it? And these Buckinghamshire red brick buildings are very delightful. They're in a place called Cheney's. I mean, you know, you're gonna have to pay about 30 million for a thing like that nowadays, I no doubt. These are old drovers, wayfarers, worlds, you know. It's what I miss the most about the UK, in actual fact. That's the River Chess. And this is a farm along the River Chess. There used to be an old farmer years ago that used to sell ice creams, Loseley ice creams down there. And obviously trailed this route for years. That's the sort of Wayfarer's Trail Guide route thing that you follow. And if you're an idiot like me, you need that, you know, obviously. And yeah, well, that's what it looks like. Ooh. So what you're talking about, though, isn't it? What's he happening on about? That's a London bus that used to go around Northwood. This is Northwood. Well, I'm from. Well, that's my ex-missus, isn't it? She was. Well, I used to like the fact that she was a little bit chubby. Didn't bother me, mate, innit? So I like chubby women. Me, I got a bit of meat on them, innit? That's it. The old friend of mine, as I say, in his jodhpurs or whatever. Yeah. A strange character, to say the least. But these were the woods. Ruislip woods, and that's obviously some bits and bobs and signs and symbols and stuff. And there they are walking. It's almost like one of those Ernest Shepherd moments, isn't it? With Mole and Ratty looking for Badger's house, sort of thing. In my imagination, anyway. No, I loved it living around there, and that's actually Cheney, Jordans. That's Jordans. That's my ex-missus standing next to the Jordans post office, and Ozzy Osbourne lives in Jordans. And I've met him, Ozzy Osbourne. He is very funny. He's a Brummie. He's from Birmingham. Very amusing bloke. He tells a fantastic story about a tattoo. I'll leave a link in the description box below. But when he met Oliver Reed, which was hilarious. But that's my mum. That's outside my uncle's house. And yeah, these old mock timber frame buildings. That's not an old one. That's a new one, isn't it? But that's my dad's doomed Mercedes. And that's outside my uncle's house. We always used to flock there for some reason. That's an old dacha that I used to own. It's obviously Polish because I was living in Poland at the time. We used to go to my uncle's house all the time. He's a funny man. He's dead now, unfortunately. He was a very amusing character, put it that way. Greenie's Close. I remember it was funny because there was a signpost not far from there that said, Jesus saves, and somebody had scrawled on the bottom of it, but Gordon's Gordon Banks got it protected off the rebound or something like that. Oh, I don't know. No, what was it? I don't remember. That's my old family home. Yeah, there it is on the end. That's the one on the end there. That's number 4. Ivy Walks, isn't it? Ivy Walks and bullshit fucking talks. That's other parts of it. Okay. No, they're all good. Maybe it's all good. But that's the back of the house. That was my bedroom, in actual fact, at the back. That's the metro line. Wonderful. Northwards on the Metropolitan Railway line, and that's Rickmansworth, in actual fact. That's the water thingamajig at Rickmansworth. That's the insides of a Metropolitan line train. It's all good. Another metro line train station view. I think that's Chesham. Looks like it. Yeah, could well be. I used to love travelling up and down. That is definitely Chesham. That's the Chesham station in Buckinghamshire. Chesham is a little town in Buckinghamshire. Beautiful place. I'd love to live there, isn't it? And that's a typical rural scene from Buckinghamshire. And there you've got a lake there. That's actually the River Chess flowing through this lake. It's like a trout lake thing they've got going on. In the Chess Valley is one of the most beautiful places on earth for me. I love it. I really do, innit? I don't know what that is. Some idiot on television. That's my old Dacia. Oh, what a! I love the car, but it just rotted away, didn't it? It was like my brain. Again, it's outside my uncle's house. I don't know. Well, they're always at my uncle's house for some reason. That's the Polish War Memorial. Which credit to the Polish pilots that were lost in World War II. It's in a place called Northolt, and there's all the different squadron things. You know. So moving on, because it's getting a bit tiring, isn't it? We're having it off. There's the orchard where the Polish pilots used to go whenever they won, a conflict, when they were having a battler sort of thing. Bangs, look at that, it's nice, isn't it? So it's a heavenly moment, isn't it? When the skies open like that. That's me looking very gaunt with my mum. And that's me looking very gaunt with my ex-wife, which was. No, we're still friends. We're all good. We're all good, baby. We're all good. These are funny. These are funny pictures because these people are called Morris men, aren't they? Morris men are traditional English sort of dancers, and they've got like bells on their, winkles and toes and stuff. Very strange, peculiar tradition. I remember a great joke about the Morris men. I mean, it was a group of blind children, right? Okay, which is not funny. Okay, but a group of blind children were being taken on a coach journey. These Morris men, they're jigging away, aren't they? This is in a place called Dunster in Somerset. So this group of blind children are taken on holiday by this coachman, and he's a pisshead, and he thinks, how can I get rid of them? I want to go to the pub. So he pulls in to this pub, and effectively he puts some bells on a football and says to the blind children, kick the ball around, kids. You can have fun whilst I go and do my thing. Which was obviously going down the pub. That's me in a striking check shirt, isn't it wonderful? Absolutely wonderful. But so anyway, the bloke's in the pub for half an hour, and somebody turns up and says, "Oh, who's in charge of the blind children?" And And this drunken coach driver says, "Yeah, it's me. Why? What's going on? I gave them a football covered in bells, innit? And they're all right." And anyway, the bloke says, "Well," he says, "you've got to better get out there because they're kicking the shit out of the Morris men." I found that funny. I don't know. It's my warped sense of perverted, whatever it is, humour. That is the pier on Herne Bay where my grandma used to live. It was washed away in a storm, unfortunately. All that's left now is a very vague, sort of reminiscent thing that sticks out to see. In fact, they might have even got rid of that. That's me looking very, very, very gaunt. should have warning sign. You know, I mean, should have got divorced a long time ago. But never mind. There's a tree that fell on my uncle's house, which I don't know what that is. Anyway, that's Jimmy, who's now passed out through boredom. I've no doubt it's the sheer boredom of my videos that does it to him. Are you all right, buddy? No, nothing. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've got this far, bless you. Cheers. All the very best.